செக் பண்ணிடு.
ஹலோ.
லைவ்ல
எல்லாரையும் முன்னாடி உட்கார சொல்லுங்க.
It happens.
இன்னும் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்களா எல்லாரும்?
கொஞ்சம் கேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போனாங்க. இன்னும் ரெஜிஸ்டர் மட்டும் எல்லாரும் பண்ணானுங்க. எவ்வளவோ தட்ஸ் ஆல் தி மோட்டிவேட்டட்.
நான் தான் ஆக்சுவலி ப்ரோஷரில் வேறு போடணும்னு சொன்னேன். அண்ட் ஐ தாட் ஐ ஷுட் ஹவ் டோல்ட் யூ
ஓகே
ஹவு டு earn 5 lakhs in 1 month போட்டு அப்படி போட்டிருந்தா எல்லோரும் வந்து
அப்படி வந்துருப்பாங்க. இல்லை, யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு டாக் அபவுட் கல்ஃப் ஆல்சோ. நோ,
mainly UK, and these exams are applicable for Gulf also, same thing. Mainly life outside India, how it is different and what to look out for.
Clinical practice, you just finished off with any your views.
These people,
Most of the people from South India, so all parts of Tamil Nadu.
South Tamil Nadu.
Live link எனக்கு அனுப்பிச்சிட்டீங்களா?
அது அவர்கிட்ட லைவ் லிங்க்
One favor you have to do is that don't make any noise since live recording is going on. It will create some disturbances. Maintain silence throughout the session. We will give enough slots to ask questions or queries. In between the program, don't interrupt by communicating among yourself. To start with, I welcome all for this career guidance program. Om Shakti, Guruvadi Saranam, Tiruvadi Saranam. Let's start the program with Tamil Thai Vaattu and Moolamantram. To start with, I now request our beloved principal sir to deliver the welcome address for this event.
Om Shakti, BordersA. Good afternoon, everyone. Respected speaker for today's program, Dr. Praveen Rajesh, Vice Principal of the University, faculty members, and dear participants. It's my great pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to this career guidance program today. At this crucial juncture of this academic journey, where many of you are preparing to step into the professional world or pursue higher specifications, there are two things which are very important. That is, one, the guidance and the clarity. This one should be there for everybody. So today's program is designed to offer you valuable insights into the diverse overseas opportunities. We are honored to have with us experienced professional Dr. Pradeep Rajesh, who is the founder and director of Royal Dream Academy, who has graciously agreed to share his expertise and experiences with us today. His presence here today is a testimony to his commitment to nurturing the next generation of dental professionals. Thank you, sir, for being here. So today's program will highlight insight into the United Kingdom's dental system as well as the career scope over there, and also how to get into the licensing exams like ORI, LDS, MRCS, FRCS, MDFS. Also to deliberate on the common challenges which most of the students encounter and how to successfully pass out these exams. So I encourage each one of you to make the most of this opportunity, ask questions, interact with the speaker, and gain a clear understanding on how we can align your interests, strengths, and ambitions to get your career right on track. Once again, I warmly welcome our chief guest and speaker for today and the participants. I also thank the organizing committee, especially Dr. Bharat, for their efforts in putting this event together. Thank you, and I wish you all a productive and enlightening session ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request Vice Principal Dr. Veni Ashok sir to say about the speaker, profile of the speaker.
Indoor.
Very good afternoon, one and all.
That's Bhopal.
Hope after a very good lunch, you all know BordersA, because now we are here to shape your career. Why Dr. Pradeep Rajesh? What has he achieved? He is a passionate endodontist who loves to practice and preach evidence-based endodontics. He is a dental career upgrade mentor and a coach at the Royal Dream Academy, India's only UK dental exams training center. He has mentored over 800 dentists to crack their RCS and ORE exams and start their dream career in the UK. He has special interest in separated file retrieval and dental photography. His new patent allowed manufacturing of an indigenous broken instrument retrieval device. His work on instrument retrieval was published on the cover page of JOE, that is American Association of Endodontists official journal. His instrument retrieval and microendodontics workshops have helped hundreds of clinicians to kickstart their referral microendodontics practice. He was conferred with a diploma of membership in endodontics, Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh, M.Endo RCS in 2019, becoming the first endodontist residing in India to receive this degree. Completed his MDS and BDS from Rajasthan University, Karnataka in 2014 and 2010 respectively, and he's also authored chapters and he's given any number of lectures, and he's also having a patent, that's Praveen's microtube instrument retrieval device. Patent pending, the patent is yet to be approved, and his awards from Clinical Practice of the Year 2025 to Best Oral Presentation is won n number of awards to his credit. And as an academic experience, he started off with a senior lecturer in M.R. Ambedkar College in August 2015 to 2015, then moved on to Indira Gandhi Institute, Cordially, where he worked with the leader. Then after that, he himself found that more exciting thing in his life was to be a microendodontist, and so he shifted off to Ananagar and started his practice there with the microendodontics, and he is also running this Royal Academy to help people like you to achieve your dreams overseas. So more than that, Dr. Pradeep is a good friend of mine, a very good person to move with, and a very humble and a respectful person. So we welcome you on behalf of Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our principal sir and vice principal sir to felicitate the speaker with a token of appreciation, certificate, and
Thank you so much.
Now the stage is up to Dr. Praveen for this.
Yes. I think I have this one. Okay, good afternoon, guys. How are you all? I couldn't hear you. This is not the energy people would have seen in Shakti 2025, right? Shakti Fest, right? That's what you call it. How was Shakti Utsav?
You were the organizers.
Who said it was awesome? Okay, get up. Play competition. Entering. In fact, I want, may I know your name? Prashanti. Okay, Prashanti is going to help us all relive the Shakti experience. Okay, so so all of us come up. All of you had a big lunch. I don't want you all to get into it. Come on, get up. All of you get up. Okay. There's some pretty nice music, no? Okay, first I want you all to stretch yourself. Okay, stretch yourself. Nice. Hey, stretch, yeah, come on. And why is someone so far away? I can't see you. Come front. முன்னாடி வாங்க. வாங்க. Music. Okay, I want you all to. You guys are not stretching. I want you all to. Oh! Now I know what happened in Shakti Utsav. Okay, Satish, help them. Neengal endringa. Come on, dance. Guys, jump. Right. Jump in your places. Okay, give me 3 jumping jacks. How many can you do jumping jacks? Okay, whoever is older than Satish need not do jumping jacks. How many of you are older than Satish? Satish just did it. Jump, come on, yaar. Come on. Jump higher, come on. People at the back, postgraduates. Avanga pair enna? Yaar jump pannala, they come out of the stage. Come on. Up. Higher. Come on, man. Okay, anybody wants to come here? Okay, good. Give yourself a big round of applause. Okay, stop it. Okay, so future dentists, dental specialists and all the faculty members, how many of you all would like to earn more than 5 lakhs per month? I see a couple of them not raising. Nobody want? Faculty, principal? 5 lakhs per month? Okay, how many of you don't want to earn so much? நீங்க ரெண்டுக்கும் கை தூக்கல. ஏன்? கை வலிக்குதா? How many of you feel 5 lakhs earn பண்ணனும்னா ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்படணும், பயங்கர கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். You have to work very hard. How many of you feel like that? How many of you feel இப்போ நீங்க பண்ற workக்கு you deserve better money? How many of you feel? Right? Principal sir எல்லாரும் பாருங்க. இந்த 2 faculty மட்டும் கை தூக்கல. So எல்லாம் பேசிட்டு ஏதோ கனவுல நினைச்சு பேசிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. அண்ணா ஸ்டைபண்ட் 5 lakh கொடுப்பாரா சார்? பட் உங்களுக்கு 5 lakh earn பண்ணனும்னா சாத்தியமா? This session is for you who are ambitious, who want to grow big, think big, make more money. Who all are interested to know more? Okay. I welcome you all to the program today. It's called Dream Beyond Borders. I'm Dr. Praveen Rajesh, and sir already introduced me with a lot of credentials. But something that he didn't tell you, I'm going to tell you today. But before that, I would like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for giving your time to me, the energy to me. You're here for the next 60 minutes with me, and I want you all to be 100% here. How much percent? 100%. Yeah, and if you're here for 100%, you know what you'll get? You may get close somewhere to 5 lakhs. If you're 40%, you'll get 2 lakhs salary. How many wants 2 lakhs? How many of you want to make 2 lakhs? 5 lakhs? Yeah? So then how much, at what percentage should you play today? 100%. And I want you all to play today. What should you do? Play. So it's going to be fun, okay? It's not going to be a conventional teaching activity like all your lectures. So thank you all for coming today, and I will promise you that if you're giving your 100% today, it is going to be life-changing for you. So are you all interested to know what I'm going to teach you today? There are 4 things that I'm going to teach. First is what you need to focus in your career. So all of you are around in your 20s, early 20s, am I right? You have another 50 years of professional career, and every minute you spend today will reflect in the next 10 years. So if you do a low income activity or a low productive activity today, you will only make that amount of money. You will be making less than 1 lakh in the next 5 years. But if you put in certain tasks, if you work on some things, you can make more. So I'm going to tell you where all you have to focus on. Second thing, I'm going to tell you what to expect as a dentist living outside India. Okay, how many of you wanted to go outside India for a job or career? Professionally, not to Suti Pagaragilla, but work outside India. Oh, not bad. Half of you all. And so I assume rest of you all want to establish a practice in India. Am I right? How many of you want to do that? Hey, it wasn't the other half. Okay. So I'm going to tell you how it's going to feel to be a dentist outside our country, and then I'm going to tell you how you can do that, how you can go outside the country, how you can smooth transition from India to UK or Middle East, wherever. And I'm going to tell you what are the job opportunities that are currently there in 2025. Are you all excited to know that? How many of you want to start working outside India from next year? 2026, I'm going to be a dentist in the UK. How many of you want to say that? No? Okay, good. And I'm going to tell you in the end how we at the RDA or the Royal Dream Academy, we can help you. Now, can I take your permission to tell something that you don't know about me? Would you all be interested? Okay. So back in 2014, sir said I finished my PG in 2014. So after which my dream was to practice the best possible dentistry. I am an endodontist. I wanted to practice with rubber dam, with microscope, with ultrasonics, everything. And all my patients should, like if I do all that, I need to spend 2-3 hours for one patient. And I wanted to do that. But 2-3 hours and getting 1,500 or 2,000 doesn't make sense, man. So I wanted to go abroad because I knew that there they pay almost $1,000 for a root canal. So I'll get paid well, right? And I can do what I really want. So I wanted to earn well and do my best possible dentistry. So from 2014 to 17, I made up my mind. I started preparing for going to the UK because I did some research and I felt that UK is the best place to go. It's easiest way to become a specialist. So I started preparing for the ORE exam, and then I changed my city. I went to Pondicherry and I started preparing. And 2016 to 17, I was preparing for an exam called the M-Endo. Anybody has heard of this? M-Orth, M-Endo, MOMFS. You have? Okay. So this is the exam which will give you access to be a specialist in the UK. Okay. So I was preparing for this, and 2016 I was trying to gather all the information and trying to find what questions will come, how to prepare and all. And to be to be honest, I didn't find much of information online. So I started trying finding mentors and everything, but it was not easy. So in 2017, I thought it's okay, let me just give it. I don't want to waste some more time. In 2017, my exam fee was around 2 lakhs. And to go and give the exam in the UK took about another 1.5 to 2 lakhs. So roughly around 4 lakhs I spent in giving this exam. Okay, and I was like half prepared. But I was somehow sure that I will pass this exam. And finally what happened? 2017, I got my results and I failed. Okay, and I was heartbroken. And it was a time when we were earning, my initial MBS, post-MBS salary was 21,000, okay, per month. And after which slowly it went on to become 30,000. So around 30,000 per month, and some money from here and there consultations. We were kind of broke, okay. And I went to my wife and I said, this is not working out. Let's just stop. I'll just give up. Let's just be in India. And she told me, I still remember, she made me come next to she made me sit next to her on the bedroom, and then she held my hand and she looked into my eye and said, you see, this has been your dream, to practice this way and to work the best possible way in this country, and you should not give up. You have the talent, you have everything, and I will support you no matter what. That gave me the energy to give another attempt. We in fact took a small loan, a personal loan in 2018 for around 5 lakhs, and then I gave my next attempt. In 2018, when I gave this attempt, I knew where I went wrong, and I knew who were the right mentors to contact. They were all abroad, nobody was in India. And I knew how to prepare, what books to read. Now I had a better idea because I failed the first time. And 2018, when the results came, you know what happened, right? What happened? I passed. Okay, I still remember the time I passed. I was doing a root canal in somebody's clinic, and then when the results came, I was so overwhelmed with joy. I mean, tears just started flowing down my. I mean, I went out. I just kept everything down. I went out and just started crying. I said, "Thank you, God." I was just so happy. Okay, and from 2018 to 20, I've had so many people coming in and asking me, "How did you clear the exam? Give me some tips." So I was training everyone. But every call I made, every call I got, it took like 30 to 60 minutes of my time, because it's not easy to guide somebody about a big exam process. So in 2020, what we did was we started our academy to guide students on how to pass the UK exams, the ORE and the M&O. It started with M&O, then it went to many other exams. Okay. So how many of you would have considered your abroad dreams more seriously if somebody mentored you and said, yes, you can do it? You know, how many of you feel it is possible to go abroad? How many of you feel you're not worth it? எனக்கு இங்கிலீஷே ஒழுங்கா வரல, என்னால் போக முடியாது, அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் யோசிப்பீங்களா? No, I used to have that feeling, right? And how many of you feel that my friends didn't go, I think my friends are doing well in dentistry in India itself, why should I go? But you always wanted to go, right? So we suppress our feelings, and we suppress our feelings too. So when we were born, when we were kids, we all have this big dreams. How many of you remember, as a kid, can you tell me any dream that you had? Anything, just random dream. Like you wanted to be a astronaut. How many of you wanted to be an astronaut? Yeah, I wanted to be a pilot when I was a kid, and I wanted to be a rock star. How many of you have listened to Linkin Park, rock music? Okay, I used to listen to their songs, and I used to like jump from the bed and all. So you had anything like that? Any passion? What did you want to be, Neshma? Astronaut. Everybody wants to be astronaut. What did you want to be when you were a kid? Deputy collector. Wow. Okay, what's your name? Shari. Everyone give Shari a big round of applause. Awesome. Shania, do you think you can become deputy collector? You can become deputy collector now also. Are you working towards it? You are? You're studying? You start preparing? Okay, good. So there are a lot of dreams like Sharanya's dreams where they want to be deputy collector, astronaut. But why do you think it's not happening? In the college, they are torture பண்றாங்க sir. Okay, so okay, so basically there is something called negative associations in our brain. Okay, we associate something, whatever your dream was, we try to mannu potu vitrom. Why? Because of we think it's not practical to be like that. It's not practical to go abroad. So we're going to do a small quick exercise which will remove your negative association. Are you all interested? Yes. Okay, so I want you all to do your favorite task. Close your eyes, which you usually do in all lectures, but today you're not going to sleep when you close your eyes. Okay, I want you all to put everything that's in your hand down, unfold your hands, don't fold your hands, keep your hands apart and keep it on the this thing. Just keep it down, unfold your legs, keep your legs grounded on the floor or part of your body, your legs, your thighs, your toes, everything's relaxed. Now take another deep breath and think deep within yourself about what associations you have about money. What do you think about money? What were some of the thoughts that were imprinted into your brain by your friends, by your colleagues, by your parents about money? It could be positive, it could be negative. They could say nariya sambadikanu, veedu kattanu, or it could be like romba sambadika aasapadada, kashtapaduva, all those things. Okay, just think whatever is coming to your mind. What do you think about moving abroad? Okay, do you have positive things when you think about abroad, or do you have some fears? Bayamarka abroad pona nammale will there be anything negative? Will somebody say that you are of this color? You may have racial discrimination, etc. Or abroad போகும்போது positive feelings இருக்கா, negative feelings இருக்கான்னு யோசிங்க. What do you feel when you think about NRIs? You must be having a lot of friends or colleagues who are NRIs or your family members who are living abroad. அவங்க இந்தியாவுக்கு வரும்போது what do you feel? அவங்கள பத்தி என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? எஸ்பெஷலி அவங்களோட ஆக்சென்ட்லாம் கேட்டு என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்க? Okay, so think about what feelings you have now, not what you are going to have in the future. You can rub your hands and keep it on your eyes, and you can slowly open your eyes and take out your notebooks, and all of you take out your notebook. Okay, I want you all to complete these sentences. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly 10 sentences. Okay, 10 sentences. I'm going to tell you only the first few words. You're going to complete it. Okay, the first sentence. Are you all ready? First sentence: money is MONEY. Money is dash dash dash. Write the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't overthink it. Just write what you feel like. This is an exercise for you. This is for you to become a better decision maker. Okay, just think. You don't have to show this to anybody. Okay, don't worry. Just write it for yourself. Money is. Second sentence, again write the same thing. Money is, but it should be a different thing. Second sentence also, money is dash dash dash. Third sentence, wealth is, wealth, W-E-A-L-T-H, wealth is what according to you, in your own words? Are you all with me? Have you written? Striving for wealth will dash dash dash. Striving for wealth. That means if I'm working hard for wealth, dash dash dash. Striving for wealth will dash dash dash. Okay. Sentence 5. Moving abroad can dash dash dash. How many sentences have you written till now? 5. Okay. Sixth one is moving abroad is dash dash dash. Moving abroad is dash dash dash. Seventh sentence, rich NRI people are dash dash dash. Rich NRI people or NRI people are dash dash dash. Dentists who are practicing abroad are, the worst thing about a foreign country is dash dash. Okay, have you all written 10 sentences? So these are some of your beliefs that you have been holding on to many years over the last 20 years, and nothing is bad or wrong, but our mind keeps a folder inside it where it stores all these thoughts, and it can be erased or added. Okay, so I want you all to look at all those 10 sentences and put a cross or a tick depending on whether it's positive or negative. Okay, can you all do that? You understood? How many sentences have you written? Okay, out of 10, some will be positive, some will be negative about that question, right? I want you all to put a tick or a cross against it. I'll give you 10 more seconds. So read all your sentences thoroughly and then put tick or a cross. Okay, time's up. So how many of you got like more than 5 tick marks on it? More than 5 tick marks. Okay. And rest of you got less than 5 tick marks? Is that right? How many of you got more than 2 tick marks on it? Most of you should have got. I'm sorry. Most of you should have got more than 2 tick marks. Okay. So this is an exercise for yourself. It just goes to show you what has been stopping you all these years. Okay. Just see if these sentences are making sense to you. If any of these sentences make sense to you, you can write it down. So how many of you have heard the sentence, money is the root of all evil? Have you heard of that? Is it true? True, no? How many of you say it's true? Money is the root of all evil. Okay. So you shouldn't earn too much, right? Is that right? No problem. You write it down. So if you feel these sentences make sense to you, you can write it down. Money is the root of all evil. Next sentence. How many of you feel this makes sense? It is peaceful. It is more peaceful to be happy with what you have. than to aspire for more? Raise your hands. How many feel it's true? Okay, write it down please. How many of you feel if you talk about money to your patients are going to think that you're greedy? Yeah? Oh, everybody's raising it. So, practitioners, what do you think, Satish? If you talk, that's what they think. So, we shouldn't ask for fees. Free up. Okay. So, who's greedy here? We or the patients? Anyway, we'll discuss about that. Getting rich is too much work or struggle. How many of you feel that? Okay. How many of you feel, this is the best part, how many of you feel you're not good enough to be rich? Oh, all of you feel you're good enough to be rich? You just don't want to be rich. Okay. We don't have to do this program there. They're all good enough to be rich. Okay. How many of you feel you're not good enough to work abroad? Imagine tomorrow you get a visa to go to the UK. They say there's a new job there. But you feel, oh my God, what will I do there? How many of you feel that way? Good. Thank you for being honest. Thank you. How many of you feel if I become a rich NRI, my friends will not like me? Everybody, yeah? How many feel NRIs show off a lot? Oh, your friends show off, is it? Your cousins are showing off? You don't want to show off? You want to be the mellow down girl, okay. How many of you, this is funny, okay. Joshiyakare povandanu solran abroad. Apdi sonna I'll send you my Joshiyakara. He's better. He will always say you have to go abroad. You have a big, bright future abroad. How many of you feel you don't have the money to go abroad or give the exams that you need to go abroad? How many of you don't have the money? Oh, everybody. Okay. How many of you think you need more than 10 lakhs to go abroad? How many of you think you need at least 10 lakhs to open a clinic in India? More than 10 lakhs, right? So you're going to spend less than 10 lakhs to go abroad, right? Yet why? I mean, are you going to make more money in a clinic in India or abroad? So where's the logic? Are you able to follow me? Okay. How many of you feel as a woman it's unsafe for me to go alone abroad? Your parents will not allow it. They said unsafe for me or unsafe for the foreigner? Okay. Something more interesting. Okay, how many of you feel your parents will not receive care if you go abroad? Inga daily paathukreengalaa parents? Daily. Paakalam, we'll see. Okay, so this exercise, whatever we did till now, is for you to realize yourself what you've been thinking, and how many are actually just something called the. Have you heard of this word? Louis Vuitton. I shouldn't have written like this. It's called the little voice that's there in your brain. The little voice is the guy who's the other word is subconscious, who's using all these old memories to brainwash you. Okay? So your little voice has been telling you all these years that you are not good enough, you're not worth it, if you go abroad, who will take care of your parents? As if you're here, you're going to take care of them. Or if you if you're if you go abroad, what if your friends don't like you, or I don't have the money to have it in yourself, right? How many of you have limiting beliefs? Right? It may not be relating to go abroad also, but in your career, your next move in career, even it could be a NEET exam, right? We all have limiting beliefs. So the best way to eliminate any limiting belief, anyone knows how to do that? Yeah. So the best way to eliminate limiting belief, so we got all these limiting beliefs by 3 methods: by somebody saying this to us, or you seeing somebody's behavior, or a specific incident that happened to you. Okay, we call this verbal specific incident and modeling. But we can do something called what is this? Aware. Okay. So if you're aware and if you understand these little voices in your head, what can you do? What can you do? You can recondition. Okay, so whatever you've been conditioned all these years, you can recondition. Okay, how many of you didn't like dentistry when you joined? Sir, பயந்துறாதீங்க. திரும்ப பார்க்காதீங்க. How many of you didn't like dentistry when you joined? Didn't like dentistry when you joined. Okay, how many of you like dentistry now? See, the same people who didn't like, some people here are probably in their astronaut world, but the rest of you here, whoever is active today, by the way, I forgot to tell you, people who is the most enthusiastic will be getting a very special gift. Okay? Yeah, thank you. And that special gift, which others are going to pay for, you are not going to pay for. You're going to go get it for free. I'm serious about it. So you see how your mind changes. Over a period of time, you start changing things. So similarly, your old beliefs can be changed. And I would recommend you do what is right and not what you've always been doing. Okay, have you heard of this word? CZ na brand kada? Illa. Okay. What is this? Who can interpret this? Okay, C stands for comfort. Not equal to? Okay, you can use this for anything. No, it's not imagination. It's income, okay? Income or career, whatever. So, what do you understand from this? How many of you are in your comfort zone right now? So did you find it was very difficult to get up from your chair when I asked you in the beginning? Very difficult, no? Hey, what the hell? This and all he's telling me to do. Dance. So the more you are able to get out of your comfort zone, you'll make more money. Okay, this is like, if you take anything in today's program, I don't care, but this is gold. Okay, the more you can move out, you will make money. You will get better opportunities. Okay, how many of you are ready to move out of your comfort zone? Give a high five to the person next to you and say, I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. Come on. Satish. I think. Okay, guys. So, I'm going to give you some facts, okay? Before I tell you, come. Switch. You're change to PPT. Yeah. So how many of you all actually, so although we are talking about all this, right, we are still programmed to think that, you know, இருக்கிறத வச்சு ஹாப்பியாக இருக்கலாம். ஸோ தட் மென்டாலிட்டி இஸ் தட். பட் இமேஜின் ஃபார் சம் டைம், வாட் இஃப் you are able to go to your relative's wedding and you're giving 1 lakh? You'll feel good. What if you take your mother, what if you buy a Benz for your mother? Right? Instead of building a 1 or 2 BHK, think about buying a bungalow in ECR. Come on. Okay, so that's dreaming beyond borders, and that's a mentality you should be in if you want to go somewhere in your life. Okay, and I learned this mentality at the age of 36. Okay, how old are you?
20.
Are you lucky to hear this information? Yes, sir. Next. So I'm going to give you some facts which I mean, I'm just giving you some facts now, okay? These facts are just facts. It's for you to process it. Okay, how many of you are ready to hear some facts? Just 5 minutes of facts. These are just facts from which you can understand what you have to do next in your life. So India tops the list of number of dentists in the world. It's top 2 in 2019, but right now it's almost top 1. Okay, highest number of dentists in the compared to any other country. Is that good that you have to clap for it? No, why are you guys clapping? Too many dentists. Do better, but you will find that a lot of these vacancies are not managed properly. I would say they're mismanaged, right? Do you all agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How many of you felt that? How many of you had a friend who says, நான் எம்பி எனக்கு தெரியும், எனக்கு ஜாப் கிடைச்சிருச்சு? Okay, so all that is there, right? And vacancies you will find only in the most rural and all these areas, right, in our country. Okay, next. In the UK currently there are 3,500 vacancies which was announced in 2025, and they have a capacity to only take up around 1,000 dentists per year. So for the next 3.5 years, it means there will be vacancies in the UK. Is that good or bad? Yeah. And this number will keep increasing because a lot of UK dentists, they keep shifting jobs. They keep getting better offers. So they keep moving from the government sector to the private sector. So there'll be a lot of. So this is only in the government sector, these vacancies, by the way. Yeah? In India, how many of you have friends or relatives who have clinics? Yeah? How many patients do they see in a day, roughly? How many new patients do you think an average Chennai clinic will get? Any idea, sir? 5 to 7 is a pretty good number. Maybe a very established clinic will get. Per day, maybe 1 or 2 new patients is what an average Chennai clinic gets. Okay, and if you see most of the, if a clinic is open for 10 hours in a day, their productive hours are probably 4 to 5 hours only. The rest of the time, there are non-productive activities or there are no patients. Right? Although we have such a huge population, most populated country in the world, but we don't have so many dental walk-ins, right? Why do you think that happens? Again, lack of awareness. So, but in the UK it's different. Small country, small population, but huge amount of awareness. People every month they want to go see a dentist. Okay, so there is a 2.9 lakh people waiting for an oral surgeon's appointment currently in the UK. This is just fact which again is a 2025 fact. 2.9 lakh people waiting for an oral surgeon's appointment. So if you're a specialist in the UK, you're like God. Your calendar is full for the next 6 months. People typically wait in line to see you. How many of us know about clinics who keep marketing, putting Facebook ads, Insta ads? Okay. Why 2 hands? So it's. You've gone to?
Both the clinics, the same person works.
Okay. They do a lot of marketing, is it? A lot of marketing and very little results. So in the UK, most clinics don't market also. Okay, because they have it's very systemized. They have every area, like if Ananagar is there, they have a control. They'll say this population doesn't need more than this many clinics. So it's controlled, and there is a central database where the clinics are. So patients find it easy to go. Where is the specialist? So everything is managed very well. Here, it's a jungle, right? Next. How many of you how many of you are postgraduates here? Why are all the postgraduates backbenchers? Okay. Senior, so they want to sit behind. How many of you want to practice what you're practicing in college in the clinic also? Like what I mean is the same dentistry. Like without shortcuts, without skipping steps, following the protocols. Do you think it's possible to practice in clinical scenario, everyday scenario? As an endodontist, I'm finding it difficult. I'm trying to do it, but we're finding it difficult. So, what we in the UK, what you can expect is it's mandatory for you to document stuff. How many of you want to be like speakers in national or international conferences? Why do you think a lot of international people are speaking? Others you don't want to do, huh? You don't want to be a speaker or not? No, what about you guys? This side looks very quiet. She speaks when we are not there, she'll speak. Only night time. How many of you take photographs of the work you do? Like some special cases there, do you take photos? Which department are you? Oral surgery. Okay. Endo people are not. நீங்க மட்டும் தான் தலையாட்டுறீங்க அவங்க ஏதோ கை தூக்கல ஓய் So if you don't document, why do you document? Endodontists. For? Ortho, you guys are ortho, okay. So why do you document? For many reasons, right? For follow-up and stuff. One of the main things is you can present it in international forums and you can become a speaker. I don't know how many of you want to do that next. But so that's why in the UK you find everyone documents and you'll find a lot of speakers coming up. Next. The entire practice is guideline driven. It's very, what do you say, stringent with certain things. So periodontics in our country, how many people actually practice perio in their clinic? Like our principal is periodontist, right? So do they, apart from scaling and root planing, do they actually educate the patient? Do they tell them about the maintenance protocol? Do they refer them to a specialist? Or the general dentist does everything? Or because patients don't care, they don't have pain, they just leave it, right? So perio is a big thing in the UK. Every general dentist, if they find a pocket, they have to refer to a periodontist. So periodontists are really busy in the UK. You get a lot of referrals. If you're a specialist in the UK, you keep getting a lot of referrals. Endo, perio, prosto, whatever. Okay? And patients have tremendous expectations. So you need to, if somebody is all around you and wants you to do better for them, will you become better or not? Yes? So you will become better because there's higher expectations. Next. How many of you have colleagues who work 12 hours in their clinic? What is the average working time of a dental clinic in India? Generally, they open by 10 a.m., they close only by 9 a.m., right? At least 10 to 11 hours is what most clinics open, right? Am I right, sir? So, do you think we have any life? And how many dentists take off? Okay, initial first 5 years, people work on Sundays also. Correct? 7 days a week we work, at least 6.5 days. Even now, I've seen 30-year-old practices open 6.5 days a week. Right? How many hours do you think a UK dentist would work? They work for 6 hours. 4 illa, 4 is too less. They work for average 6 hours is their work day, and they work for 4 to 5 days a week. So I have my patient, not my patient, sorry. I have my student, Dr. Mubin. I was just on call last week with him. So it was a weekend. I asked him, what you're doing. He said, every weekend is the same. We just, it was like Friday, and he said, we just plan what to do for next 2.5 days. 2.5 days of holiday every week. So they go to amusement park, they go to park, recreation centers, they go to movies, they go to restaurants. You think dentists in our country do that? I have not seen a movie, I don't know since when. I didn't go to theatre for last 2 years. Maybe when Pondi only I would have last gone, I think. Okay, no work-life balance at all in our country. And the best part of all, salary. You all know this, right? But how much do you think a starting BDS person would get in the UK? Any guesses? Evlo? 4 to 5 lakhs per month? Yep. So the starting salary in NHS, which is the government service for the UK people, it starts from 5 to 6 lakhs. Within 1 year, they make 5 to 6 lakhs. Okay, it starts off with like 4, goes on to 6. Whereas India, you know, right? I don't have to tell how much you get paid in India. And what about in colleges? In colleges, they get somewhere around 10 lakhs. If you're the assistant professor grade like Satish, don't cry. You'll be making so much lakhs per month. If you're a private clinician, you know, there is no end to it. Okay, because there the system is very different. Private practitioners make a lot of profits when they own their own practice. Okay, even if you're an associate in a private practice, you make a lot of money. Right? Does it sound good? Does it sound too good? But at the end of the day, we all ask why, right? Why we have to make so much money. So I want you all to write down 3 reasons why you need money. You can open your book, write down 3 reasons why you need to earn well. It may not be that you have to go abroad to earn, but you should be an aspiring dentist. I don't want my dentist to work hard all year long and just make 10,000 per month. Doesn't make sense. You deserve to be paid well. I'll give you 30 seconds. 30 seconds for you to do this. The hard-working PGs. இப்பதான் guest appearance work பண்ணிட்டு வராங்க. இதான் சொன்னேன். They work for 12 hours. How much are you getting paid endodontists? இல்ல, I don't want you guys to pay them. They will earn for themselves. Okay. So, what I want you all to do as a homework is whatever you have written down, those 3 points, I want you all to discuss it with your neighbor, okay? And then we'll, if time permits, we'll discuss this in the end of the class, okay? Okay, so how many of you feel that, you know, you should be going abroad and finding some career? You know, how many of you are remotely interested? How many of you would feel like going to the UK or Middle East somewhere in the next 5 years? And I should do this. Yeah? Okay. So how do you go to the UK? Does anybody know what is the method to go to the UK? There are 3 ways to go. Anything? Have you heard of any particular exam? ORE, PLAB, okay, then anything else? IELTS, what is IELTS? It's an English exam, good. Then? Okay, next. So, you guys rightly said there are ORE is the only thing that I heard. So, ORE is your dentist route to go to the UK. Okay. So, there are basically 5 governing bodies for dentistry in the UK, and these are called Royal College of Surgeons, and there's something called General Dental Council. This is the main governing body. So, these guys, what they do is next, they conduct 2 exams. One is called ORE, conducted by GDC, and one is called LDS, it's called License in Dental Surgeries. Have you heard of this? No, you've all heard of ORE. How many of you have not heard of ORE at all? So many have not heard at all about ORE. Oh, okay. So ORE stands for Overseas Registration Exam. So this is the only exam which allows foreign dentists to work in the UK. Okay, and these are 2 other, this is also an exam very similar to ORE. UCLAN is a non-exam route to practice in the UK. Okay, you don't have to write an exam, but rather you have to train in the UK for 2 years. Yeah? You guys are with me? Yes. Okay, how many ways are there to go to the UK? 3 ways. Okay, I want you all to stand up now, all of you. Okay, and form groups of 3. Remember, comfort zone. All of you are in your comfort zone. Move out. Form groups of 3, not groups of 6. Move. ஐயோ எப்படி சார் கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறீங்க? எல்லாரும் தூங்கிடுறாங்க. ஒரு 5 minutes கேப் விட்டா தூங்கிடுறாங்க. Groups of 3 or 4. Help them, da. No, come front. Endodontists, come in the front. All endodontists, come in the front. Okay, do you all have groups of 3? If you don't have, raise your hand. How many of you are in groups of 4? Groups of 4 will be kicked out. Endodontists, come in the front. You want Vetala Parker? No, not so friend. That's it there. Okay. So, I'll tell you 9 steps on how to crack your ORE, okay? And I want you all to discuss after I tell you the 9 steps, I want you all to discuss among yourselves and tell me which step you are going to do. Okay? So, next. So, how many courses are there? I mean, how many ways are there to practice in the UK? 3. And which is the most, among all this, the most predictable is ORE. Okay? So, I'm going to talk about ORE. It's the most easiest, simplest, cost-effective way to go to the UK. The entire ORE program will cost you less than 5 lakhs. It's not a big hit. How much? Just 5 lakhs for you to go practice in the UK. Which is more than the amount you spend in a year in India. Right? Okay. So, the first step when you, if you have doubts with the steps, you can use this QR code. I have a detailed video on how to enroll into ORE. But the first step is attestation of your documents. Okay, your BDS, MDS, whatever, all your documents should be attested. Next, the next step is something called NARIC certification. Is just an online portal in which you put all your certificates. They will cross verify whether your certificates are true or not. Next. Next is IELTS. Somebody told me about IELTS. What is IELTS? It's your international English exam. How much you have to get in? More than 7 you have to get. Yes, perfect. Next. Then you need to apply in this website called gdc.uk.org. Next. Then you got to fill a pre-application form, okay, which we will discuss in the video in more detail. Then after you fill the pre-application, you will get a full application. You got to download it, attach all your documents in it, and send it back within how many days? 45 days. Okay, because it takes time to do this. There are a lot of things they'll ask. Next. Then you will get invitation to join the eGDC account, and if you finish this, then you can book your part 1 exam. A lot of steps, no? Actually. So discuss among yourself and tell your colleague what you're going to do next. What is it that you're going to do among these 9 steps? How many of you have finished BDS? Oh, yeah, you guys are interns. PGs, yeah. Oh, yeah, you guys can. How many of you think of going abroad? You guys are late joiners. Okay. So you guys should make an action plan. If any of you are serious about going abroad, the best time to start preparing is when you start even before this. The first step with your UK life is to start preparing for the ORE exam. Okay, you can be seated. Next. So basically ORE stands for? Yes. And it contains how many parts? 2 parts. Next. ORE part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is? Part 1 is what? Any guesses? It's just a written exam, okay? It's just a theory paper. Generally, there are 600 seats for part 1, every exam. And this exam happens 3 times in a year. And the cost of it is £580. How much is £580? 5.8 lakhs. 5.5 lakhs kita varum. Next. ORE part 2 is, they allow only 144 people per exam and it costs around £4,000. Okay. I'm sorry, not 5 lakhs, 50,000. 50,000 plus 4 lakhs is around 4.5 lakhs. So roughly around 5 lakhs is what you need to invest to give your ORE. Okay. So these are the next dates for ORE. Next. So ORE part 1 is very easy. Okay. It's like how you prepare for your NEET. It's just a theory paper. So there will be 2 theory papers. One is basic. How many of you are preparing for NEET? Nobody here. None of you want to do PG? You guys don't want to do PG? Interns?
You want to go abroad.
You want to go abroad? Okay, very, very clear. Good. But only 4-5 of them are preparing for PG, yeah?
They just joined.
Or they just join internship. Okay. Where's the current interns? They all left. Okay. And ORE part 2 is basically an practical exam. Okay. So it contains, first one is mannequin exam, like how you do typhoid on work, right? Next is called OSCE, like kind of like a vivas. You've had spotters in your exam. It's kind of like that, but it'll be a very organized way to do it in different stations. Next is called DTP. So here, this is like spotters, and this is like your vivas. So they'll give you a set of X-rays and photographs, and they'll ask you, what is this, what is that? You know, it's like diagnosis and treatment planning examination. Okay. Next. The next is medical emergencies. So they'll give you a scenario. Your patient just collapsed on the floor. How are you going to manage it? right? How many of you have managed a medical emergency in the college? You guys have? I think oral surgeons should have. You have? What happened? Syncope. So syncope is one of the most common medical emergencies, right? So all this is there. So if you guys want in detailed mentoring, or if you want to know exactly what to expect in these exams, you can scan this QR code. This is for ORE part 1 and part 2. So it's a 30 minutes video which will explain to you exactly what this exam is all about. Okay. Next. Okay, so take your books out. Take your pens and papers or your phone, open the notes. Take your phone, unlock it, or use Face ID. There's something called notes. Yeah? Okay. So open the notes and click on type. Okay, and I want you all to fill in the blanks for me. Okay, just write the fill in the blanks. Can you all guess? Students don't clear their exam and practice abroad because they don't. Exactly. So, do you all feel that? Okay. Because if you know what you want, you will get clarity leads to before success, it leads to power. Okay, when you are focused, you have seen people who are actually, some of your colleagues raised hand for NEET, no? So they have clarity. They already know they're going to prepare, they're going to do MBS. Those what? Those who don't have clarity are also preparing. No? I can't hear it. No, touch me.
No, they have a clarity of going abroad.
Oh, you have clarity of going abroad. Okay. Good. I like that clarity. Good. Next. You can clap louder if you want. So, power is your ability to, so with clarity you get power. Okay, power gives you the ability to do or act. Okay, so see, it's not important to have a dream of going abroad. Whoever wants to go abroad. It's only the people who act on their dreams, right? So, you should be acting on your dreams. So, winning the game of successful dental career abroad is your choice. Okay, if you choose today to go abroad, in 2026 you will be abroad. Okay, if not, you will still be the same way. You will be following your colleagues, you will be following the same pattern. Okay, so with your intelligent choice, so what are the advantages of going abroad, which we discussed the entire morning, entire afternoon? Yeah. Good money. Next. Press next. So you get something called financial freedom. And we all feel it's important, right? Why is it important? Tell me one thing that you would do with more money. Get whatever I want. See, always when you think about yourself, you're not going to make enough money. Okay, you're not going to do. The reason why we didn't move abroad, although we would have made more money there, is because our passion was to help others realize their passion, realize their goals and dreams, and that is what is driving me and our academy. Okay, and have something beyond yourself. With financial freedom comes a lot of power, which you need to distribute it and help the community around you. Next. Of course, you can buy whatever you want also, but also think of something bigger. Have a great work-life balance, and also you can practice the real way that you want. A lot of people like me wanted to practice the way I wanted to, microscope, ultrasonics, rubber dam. We're able to do that, right? So all this comes only with what? With your choice. Yes or yes? Yes. Next. Okay, so for you to grow in your, to easily clear these exams and in the next 12 to 24 months go abroad, you just need two things. What are they? First is clarity. Second is you need something called a mentor. Okay, generally you need a senior who's already there, or somebody like me who has already experienced whatever has to be experienced, and you also need a like-minded community. So if you're with a person who's a second generation dentist in India, and his dad has been running a practice and he wants to have the comfort zone in his own practice, you're not going to clear any exam, okay, because you're associating with him all the time, with the guy who doesn't want to go abroad. So be with like-minded people, okay. A community of like-minded people is very important. So this is where the Royal Dream Academy or like our academy helps people. We give you mentorship and a good community. We want to make you go from I can't go abroad to I can. All right. So our mission is to help a lot of people like you, to motivate them and push them in the right direction, so that you can clear these exams without committing the same mistake that I did. Do you all want to waste 4 years of life from 2014 to 18 like me to clear the UK exams? Do you want to waste 7.5 lakhs? Every time I gave, I spent 3 to 4 lakhs. So I gave it 2 times. I spent almost 8 lakhs just to give these exams. Okay, you can do that in no money. Okay, with much lesser fee. So you can save your time and money if you are mentored in the right way. So we have been training. We have a team of around 12 faculty. We have around over 180 aspirants who are trained and are in the UK. Next. So this is our faculty. Some of them are in India, some of them are abroad. So we train for ORE, LDS and all these specialty exams. Okay, have you heard of like I asked in the beginning, MORTH, MPED, OMFS. So we have a training faculty for everything. Next. And Dr. Jeevita will be our lead ORE trainer, and myself and Dr. Jeevita, we take all the ORE lectures. Okay. Next. So these are some of our old students who cracked the exam. You can play. I think, sorry, we played everything. Anyway, since we don't have too much time, I'll share my Insta page, all this there in my Insta page, you can see it. Previous. So we have a lot of, again, we have a lot of testimonials from our old students. So I'll give you one student who really inspired me. So Dr. Suchita, who was practicing for 18 years in India, and she, one point of time, she got fed up. She's like, I'm working so hard, I'm not making ends meet. 18 years of practice. She works in a college and evening she had a practice. She quit everything. She prepared for the UK exams. She cleared it and she went. And I asked her, how did you manage to make time after 18 years? She had 2 kids, but I think her kids were little grown up, so she had some time. But she did this in a span of 1 year. She was able to move to the UK, right? So there are so many stories like this inside, which will inspire you to the core. Next. So I want you all to open your notes again and write this entire sentence. I want you all to make a commitment for yourself. Okay, the last 16 minutes was very precious for both you and me, and I want you all to take something back home. Okay, I want you all to write your name. So I, Dr. Praveen Rajesh. Write it. Because the written word has a has a lot of power in it. Please write it down. Even you may think you're very intelligent. I know all of you are, but kindly write it down. I, Sharanya, commit to earn minimum of dash lakhs per annum. Okay, if you're putting any number less than 60, please don't be here. Get out. Okay, it's got to be more than 60. Tell me some number. What number have you written? 20. Oh my God. Okay. What about you? 90. Perfect. Good. Anything else? 3 crores per annum. Yeah, fine. Even that's less. You're a which specialist? You're a oral pathologist. Okay. So 3 crores. Is it? I mean, does it sound Atrocious? It may sound now. In 2026, when he says his salary, it may not be. Okay, all of you ask his salary in 20, maybe we'll give you 2 years time, okay, 2027. You have to make that money. Okay, so 300 lakhs per annum, great. So for you to achieve this, your new routine is to, okay, so write this down. Next to the number that you want to earn, my new routine is to, what are you going to do? What is your next action step? I'm going to find a mentor or find study materials or start studying from the books, is to start studying or find a mentor and make a schedule for 30 minutes per day to achieve my dream of settling in the UK. Write it down. Good. Have you all written down? Okay. So is it okay if I can give you a little bit of information about our course, which is going to help you clear the ORE in the first attempt? Okay. So we have a program called Dream Beyond Borders, where we give you live and recorded ORE lectures for part 1. Okay, roughly around 20 hours of lectures will be 20 to 25 hours of lectures, after which we also so this typically values at around 50,000 Indian money. Okay, next, then we also give you study materials, basically all the books and articles that you need to study. Do you think they're different from your need books? ORE? It should be. All the ORE part 1 curriculum is from their guidelines and the UK syllabus. So we have compiled a list of stuff which will be very useful for your preparation, which is typically valued at around 15,000. There are websites across the world which sell these study materials for around 15,000, just a study material. Okay, next. And we provide to all our students a one-to-one mentorship, a problem solving and application support. 90% of the students get stuck in the application process. Okay, how many steps are there in application? 9 steps. And 90% of them get stuck in application process. And we have a one-to-one, because everybody's application is different. Each of you are from different colleges, different backgrounds, so we need you to this thing. Next. So this typically one-to-one mentoring, which is again available in the UK, costs around 45,000. Okay, next. Then we'll be giving you a mock exam. We'll give you multiple mock exams, and then we'll give you something called the grand mock, which will simulate the entire process of ORE part 1. And this typically, if you take it alone with any training institute, next, it will cost around 20,000. Okay, they sell it for like 200 pounds. Next. Okay, here's the interesting part. Okay, how many of you feel that even after doing ORE, you may not get a job? You may or may not get a job, right? After doing all this, you have invested like 5 to 10 lakhs in all your exams and preparation. What if you don't get a job in the UK, in the NHS or the government? Okay, so we have something called, we have tie-up with one of the agencies there, where they help us assist all our students to get a job in the UK. At least minimum one interview will be guaranteed. You will get an interview with a legitimate employer from the UK. So the only way to go to UK is when an employer gives you a sponsor visa. Okay, so that we will help you. Next. So that's the next thing. So visa is crucial. Okay, it's something called skilled workers visa. We will be helping you get that as well. And of course, we'll put you in a community where a lot of people like you who are aspiring to go abroad will be in one single place. So you can solve your doubts. Most of your doubts will be clear there. Okay, it's a big mastermind group. This is just invaluable. So all this put together will roughly hit you at around 1.5 lakhs. Yeah? Do you think it's worth it? Is it worth 4 years of your time? 4 years of your time and multiple attempts. Each attempt is around 4 lakhs, right? Is it worth it? Okay, so along with that, we'll also mentor you. So there's no time frame in this. It's not like this program is only for 1 year. 1 year ke baad, there's no validity. It's nothing like that. So we will mentor you. If you're our student, you're always our student. We'll be mentoring you for life. Next. We'll be giving you a lifetime access to all our study materials. We keep upgrading them. You'll keep getting it. And be the part of the first UK exam prep group. It's a community with a lot of interesting individuals who will be there, and they'll help you clear your exams. And for the first time, I think there's no other academy in the world which does it. We'll show you at least one job interview, okay? And most likely they will hire you. So you will be getting your first job also through our contacts in the UK. So all this is typically 1.5 lakhs. It's valued at it, but we're not going to give it to you at this price. We're going to slash it down to 62K. Is it exciting? So it's just 62K. Anytime in the year you can join, and whenever you're ready you can do this. But for Adiparashakti, Bharat sir especially told me that we have to do something special for our children. We have to give them something that's affordable. Do you want something more affordable? Right? So our entire ORE Part 1 training program called the Dream Beyond Borders with the job assistance and everything will be for you for just 42K. Alright? Okay, and this is a crazy value. It's a no-brainer which you can take at any part of your career. You don't have to take it right now, but unfortunately we can't extend this price. Our regular price is 62, that's what all our students pay. But for Adiparashakti students, we just charge 42K if you're able to book it today for about $1,000, okay? And for $1,000, you will be getting a set of reading materials. I mean, the entire reading materials for ORE, all the books, all the articles, the prep schedule, ORE guide, and everything, including an access to our ORE updates community. All this for just $1,000, and you also hold your 42,000 special fee, okay? And this can happen only today, unfortunately. So if any of you are interested, you can get in touch with Dr. Brighton, who's my student coordinator. He'll be here after the lecture gets over, so you guys can be there with him. Yeah. We'll go to the last slide. Escape. How many of you feel that it's a pretty good deal? Yeah. So typically any course for the UK will cost at least 60 to 70K. You know, just for the lectures. If you guys want any more information regarding the latest ORE guidelines or any of the new UK exams, you can follow us on Instagram. And if you have any doubts, I'm open for it right now. Any doubts? For MPerio, once you finish your MDS in Perio, you need to take your BDS and MDS and mail them and ask them whether I'm eligible for the MPerio. So if you have done your 3 years of MDS, generally you are eligible. But this is just a formality that you need to do. After which they'll send you, yes, you are eligible, or sometimes they may ask for a few other documents. Once you're eligible, you can apply for the exam. The MPerio exam happens thrice a year. April, September and November, every year.
So after that, we can practice in
No, after MPerio plus ORE. ORE is like your base exam. Yeah.
So there are some fellowships, you know, like in oral surgery with Royal College of Surgeons,
Yeah.
Edinburgh.
Yeah.
MOM.
MOMS, yes.
After the fellowship, they can't practice. They have to clear the ORE.
Yeah. They have to clear ORE. Yeah.
Basic is ORE.
Basic is ORE. Yeah. So that's why we're focusing on ORE, because we want more students to First move there, then you can even think about specializations. Any other doubts? Nobody got doubts? You had doubts? Yeah. What rules? Nothing. They're going to? NRIs working there. Brian, you can help her with the mic. Specific rules for immigrants, you mean? Okay. Yeah. So for the your name, Yuvashri. So Yuvashri is asking, is there any different rules for people who are migrating to a different country for UK? So for the first 5 years, you will not be a UK citizen. Okay. Only after you get something called ILR, you will be able to avail all the citizens' benefits. But for the first 5 years, typically you're still an immigrant. You will rely on your skilled workers visa. Okay. After that, you will get a different sort of a visa which will be more secure for you. Skilled workers visa, you are reliant on your employer. So your employer should be happy with your work for the first 5 years. And new regulations, there are not much changes with new regulations. It's almost the same. In fact, they've increased the uptake of skilled workers for 2025 because they have a shortage of dentists. Yeah. OR is for practicing dentistry. So masters, if you want to do, you have to do something called MFDS. MFDS, it's a much more easier exam than ORE. And once you clear it, MFD is also not mandatory, but it just improves your CV. Okay, so once you do your MFDS, you will be able to apply to a lot of colleges there. From India, you just write your MFDS, clear it, and then apply to whichever college, University of Manchester, Lancashire, whatever, and whoever is accepting your application, you can join with them. MFDS will increase your chance of being accepted in the college. MFDS, yes, we do. Dr. Brighton will help you. So we have a 3-month training program for MFDS. MFDS typically has 2 parts. One is theory, second is OSCEs. So he will. Lab is for medicos, not for dentists. Yeah. Any other questions? What about M? Oral path, I don't know. I think there is something for oral path. I'm not very sure. I would say, start practicing in abroad first. You'll get used to their work culture. Then you'll know which specialty is of high demand there. Like here in India, oral surgery doesn't have that much of clinical demand, right? But in UK, it's one of the most sought after subjects, oral surgery. So you might do a better decision if you work there for 1 or 2 years and then do your masters. It's a good option. That's why we are here. We help you. Yeah. That's ORE part 2, and we train you for that. There's a separate training for that. Yes. All 4. So the OSCE part, the medical emergencies and DTP part, it's online. Okay, the dental mannequin part is offline. You have to come to our center. Our center is in Chennai. So you have to. After attending the course, you have a high chance of clearing. Almost 70-80%. Otherwise the pass percentage is low. Sorry about that. Pass percentage of ORE part 1 is only around 50%. Part 2 is even lesser, like 30%. But most of them fail in the dental mannequin part. Okay, so since we were endodontists, I think endodontists, prosthodontists, they will find it a little more easier because it's more of skill-based thing. So we found it easy, but we train you for it. We'll be training you that time. For BDS students, you need training. Yes, we will provide that. Thank you. Come on guys, any other questions? No discussing amongst yourself. You have to discuss with me. You have 5 more minutes with me. After this, I'll disappear. If anybody wants more information about maybe M-Endo, M-Pros, M-Perio, any of the specialty exams also, you can ask. I'll be happy to, if any of you are interested. You guys want to be in India only? Any doubts? Ramesh sir?
Is there any age limit for getting a sponsorship? Like visa sponsorship?
No, there's no age limit. As of now, there's no age limit. You can get. So, IELTS or? I know, what's OET? There is no, I said no discussing among yourself. No. If you want to discuss, please discuss outside. Yeah. Yeah. No, so IELTS has 2-3 types of IELTS. This is for professional certification. You have to choose the IELTS which gives you professional certification. No, IELTS is fine. You need to get per subject in IELTS, you need to get more than 6.5. Overall, more than 7.5, I think. IELTS is accepted, no worries. Yeah. How many of you still want to earn 5 lakhs per month? Have you all made a plan how you're going to do that? See, we can discuss and we can talk theory all day long. We can discuss the types of, we can discuss the parts, application process, the exam pattern, how to prepare for it. You can buy all the books, everything that you want. But it shouldn't just be theory, right? You got to take action. So the difference between people who are successful and who are not is just action. Right? So remember that, and if you have any doubts, I think my coordinator is there behind. I think he's already clearing specific doubts. You can give the mic, no? She can ask everyone.
Like after in ortho year, I want to practice only ortho in UK.
Yeah.
I have to clear ORD. And then there
M-Orth.
any specific examination only regarding
Ortho. Yeah, M-Orth. It's called Membership in Orthodontics from the Royal College of Surgeons.
So we have to clear like around 2 exams, like ORD separate. And
Yes, and M-Orth separate. They're 2 different things. The good news is M-Orth is happening in Chennai itself. M-Orth is happening in Savita Dental College. It's the exam center for M-Orth. This year was the first year it happened. So I think you all have to push and follow your dreams. Anyway, if there are no other questions, we'll wind up. So even for M-Orth, just for your information, we have, except for oral surgery, we have a training program for all the other specialists. Ortho, endo, prosto, perio and pedo. Any pedodontists here? Pedo, PGs didn't come. Okay. Okay, so MP, we don't have anyone till now in the country. So if you will be, you can be the first one in the country. Yeah, only UK. We right now we help you with UK and with Middle East. So most of these degrees, right? So for example, LDS. If you clear LDS, you are allowed to practice in most of the Middle East countries, like Saudi and all. They allow you to directly practice. So these exams give you direct entry into few Asian and Middle East countries also. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being here 100% with me. Give yourself a big round of applause. Okay, I hope I didn't waste your 1.5 hours. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. Really? Okay, wow.
Thank you so much for register for being on broadcast.
Thank you, sir.
Enlightening our students regarding this very useful and wonderful program.
Thank you.
I know most of them have started to think in this way. Probably they are not even had a introduction about what is happening around the world. And now today you have opened their eyes and I really know they start thinking in these lines and they are going to come back to you and they will be coming back to you. Thank you so much on behalf of our management.
Thank you.
And yourself for giving us this time.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you all. And anything if you are feeling uncomfortable or any doubts, you can approach him. And about this session, we have a recorded thing. So you can rewind in our social media platform. You can go through it. If you have missed some portions or if you have any clarity, if you lack any clarity or you want to clear up something, you can please see it. And anything you can approach him through me or his social media platform. Thank you.
I'm not aware of any memberships for Oral Path as of now with UK. But there is something. I've heard of it, but we have not trained personally anybody or I don't have much exposure in that.
Better for us to clear the ORI
What is your goal?
So to just go and settle there as a practitioner and to have a work-life balance.
Then just give a why you want Oral Path. See, in the UK, salary difference between